state semifinal, and then a state championship loss. There's only one more step for them to take. Well, they have a word every year that the players pick. They define the course of the season. This year's word, revenge. The staff didn't love it. They thought a little too pointed, a little too direct. But as it wore on them, all of a sudden, they liked the fact that they knew that their entire group was alive, focused, and it starts tonight. Bring Darren Hall back after they were here last year. They snapped a 13-year drought last year. They came in, they were the 2 seed, had an argument for the 1 seed, but a rude awakening, a 6-0 loss in the state quarterfinal. They're coming here with a very different mindset this year. Well, certainly you learn a lot when you come to St. Paul, and there's a lot of distractions. And last year, the distractions in their eyes got the best of them. This year, they wiped lots of that off their plate. In fact, they haven't even checked into the hotel yet. They're checking in later today. The kids had to show up for school as normal at 8:15. They took the bus over, trying to keep this as normal as possible. They feel that's a big advantage for them after what they learned last year. All right, man, before we send it up to Jim Erickson and Lou Nanny to call the game, let's go down to Dave Wright to meet the Crimson and the Raiders.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to South Energy Center and the 79th Annual State Boys High School Hockey Tournament. Tonight's game is a Class 2A quarterfinals between the champions of Section 3 with a record of 18-9-1, the Queendale Hall Raiders, and the champions of Section 5 with a record of 22-5-1, the Maple Grove Crimson. Now let's meet the
So we can expect this to continue. And the only way you're going to slow the other team down is you got to take the body effectively to take them out of the play.
Closed captioning brought to you by Minnesota Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, committed to the power of human connections.
I thought the guy could have played that. I wouldn't have been calling that. Talk to coaches. Sometimes you get an idea. They don't know they're giving it to you, but then you get an idea how they feel about their chances today. And I have to tell you, Matt Funk to me seems very confident in his team's ability to win this game.
Remember last year in the quarterfinals, Cretin-Derham Hall. Here's a pass that comes through, and it's through the skates of Ty Patefield, who centers the second line. 3-on-2 for Cretin-Derham Hall at the line. Here's a shot. Up high, rebound, scores! Chuck Owens on a rebound after the Roach save. And Cretin-Derham Hall is on the board first.
Well, Roach made the save, but he couldn't quite control the rebound. And Owens just followed that right up, as you see right there. And it looked like just a great move. Watch the shot taken right here. It seemed like he could control the rebound. He really couldn't. And we get an early lead in this hockey game. Cretin jumping out in front on a great individual effort there by Owens.
Both of these teams were number 2 seeds in their sections. In fact, I can confirm there are only 2 number 1 seeds in AA that made it through their sections. That's how competitive the section tournaments for this year.
Section tournaments are wonderful. Every year you see some games you wonder why both these
Maple Grove. So Owens is 11th of the season. Scanlon getting the assist. 3:20. Time of the goal, and then it's off of a Cretin-Derham Hall skated in, and we're tied at 1.
Boy, just a inadvertent deflection goes in the net. It's putting this game back tied, as we saw right by the goal. Ellingson coming out from the corner, goes to center a pass, and gets deflected in, and he gets credit for the goal, and we get this game tied up right away. Watch coming out of the corner beside the net. You're going to see it right here. Now he's actually trying to pass that puck out. Didn't quite get through from the pass, got deflected. You'll see right here, off the skate, right into the net.
Colton Jameson. Those things happen. Little puck luck for Maple Grove, and we are tied.
And when you look at these teams, you could tell they are explosive. When you look at the goals scored during the year.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Xfinity Mobile Fan Cam.
Oh, no.
And it is the Xfinity Mobile Fan Cam. Xfinity Mobile, different kind of network designed to save you money.
A lot of colors out there. It looks good.
Very colorful.
And then you see the uniform. That's got to be Cretin's area there. I can't believe how many short sleeve shirts in that truck. I'm cold up here, right?
And I guarantee you those kids probably came that way. No jackets.
Yeah.
It was great to be young back then. Temperature didn't matter. It was a snow globe winter medal. He's bumped off the puck. Scanlon trying to find it. He also bumped off the puck. And Kernan has it as the horn sounds.
Well, give me the rest of the day with hockey like we just saw in that period. I really am impressed the way they're supporting one another. Look at these hits here. Right around the net. Anybody with their head down with the puck's going to get laid out. Here's another one right here. But these teams have done an excellent job keeping their gaps closed, supporting one another. Here's a chance for Maple Grove. Look how the defenseman gets over, gets a stick on it. And I have to tell you, the defense on both these teams, maybe highly unsung compared to how they're playing, are doing a wonderful job of supporting their goaltender, keeping the puck to the outside. Excellent period of hockey. We just want to see it continue.
By Tria Orthopedics. It's why you're treated and how you're treated by Tria.
Couple
goals 14 seconds apart. All the scoring we had in the first period here of our first class AA state quarterfinal. Maple Grove, the 2 seed, tied with Cretin-Derham Hall. We're looking for the upset here, 1-1 after 1 in the first of our 4 games here in the AA quarterfinals on 45 TV. Ben Clymer back with me. I'm Chris Long. Ben Lou was saying a great action back and forth. It probably could have been 4-4, but instead 1-1.
Well, I think a big key.
This stage is too large, and that comes from the fact that these players basically all were here this time last year.
Well, they've been there, done that, and I think they've learned from it. I asked both coaches about that, and in the first couple minutes, we saw a feeling out by both teams, and all of a sudden those goals happened, and then the teams I really felt got into their rhythm. They played more to their core fabric after that initial 3 to 5 minutes.
And composure will be a theme all day. 7 of these 8 teams were in the state tournament last year. Top seed Minnetonka, the only newcomer. Prior Lake, the only one that didn't make it back. It's just a loaded field.
Absolutely, and you talk about Minnetonka being the newcomer, playing Hill Murray, one of the most established teams over the last 20 years. That'll be an interesting matchup.
How about Edina and Moore had 50 state tournament appearances between them. Second period coming up after this on 45 TV.
Complications of a very rare disease, Moya disease. It came on very sudden, and the young man passed away, the sophomore from Cretin-Derham Hall High School, on Christmas Day. And the Raiders are honoring him. His number was 17. There you see his older brother, Colin Scanlon. He and his teammates playing with a heavy heart here this season. And they're utilizing the number 17 to inspire them. The 17 minutes in a period. 17 years since they won a championship in 2006. And then the 17 stickers on their helmets. And you see 17-minute periods in high school. And they are keeping that number 17 in their hearts off of that JV team and young Nick Scanlon. So a 1-1 game here, Raiders and Maple Grove, getting back to what you saw in the first period. You commented it going into the intermission. It was a tight checking, very good first period of play.
That's right. Each of these clubs have
TV tournament streaming is presented by McDonald's, owner-operators of Minnesota and Western Wisconsin.
0.3 goals per game, that's second in the field. Cretin, 0.3 goals per game, that's second in the field. Cretin, high scoring at 4.5 a game, that's third among the teams in the field.
And like I said, it's double some of the other teams in the field.
And that'll bounce back with the Crimson in their own zone. Maple Grove, they play at the Maple Grove Community Center. Recently did some upgrades, lighting, some new features there. A 2-sheet facility in Maple Grove. Cretin-Derham Hall, Fisher at the blue line. They're onside. Fisher gives it over to the right side. Quick shot blocked. Fisher gets it back up to the point. Slap shot. Ends up in the corner. Coming down the wall, Dodig. Dodig for Anderson.
Well, again, the Raiders came out of that zone because of Jameson skating. That's what they've been doing all period long, and that's what's helped them the most. Getting that puck out of the zone.
Mapai, Fisher off the glove of Roach. Maple Grove unable to clear. Fisher to the point. This one is gloved by Roach. Had a shot from the point. Face off the Maple Grove zone.
Yeah, the Raiders have had an excellent period with their defensemen. The way they're moving the puck out, relieving pressure. Because Maple Grove was really coming. They were forechecking very well. They're blocking the boards. You couldn't get the puck on the third.
Minnesota, the voice for professional educators and students.
Cretin-Derham Hall, the only goal in the middle, gives them a 2-1 lead over the 2-seed Maple Grove. The Raiders looking for an upset. Maple Grove trying to fight their way back to a state championship appearance for a second year in a row if they can get there. Chris Long back with you on 45 TV, along with Ben Clammer. You kind of felt like that goal might be coming.
Well, what a period for the Raiders. They had an opportunistic mindset, and they weathered the storm late in the first period, came out, and they had a bend but not break, and were able to capitalize when there were opportunities. Love what they were able to do. On the opposite side of center for the Crimson, there's smoke, there's no fire. They have to continue to put the pressure on the defense of the Raiders in particular, and it may not be pretty, but it might be a rebound. Those would be things I would be talking about in the locker room, because they've done the pretty. They're skating. It looks good, but they have to capitalize.
Maple Grove's accustomed to scoring goals. How much do you attribute maybe them being off, just frustration because of what Leo Miller's done in goal?
Well, Leo Miller's been rock solid, but he's one guy. And so how can you all of a sudden start to make him be uncomfortable? Maybe a bump him. Can't get a penalty. That's certainly a key for this third period. But rebound, simplicity. All the goals we've seen so far have been simple. They have not been dangles. And I think that's just key. When you come to St. Paul, there's pressures, there's lights, and there's opportunities where you might try to step outside yourself. Now, if that happens on the opposite side of center, create those turnovers.
Just shoot.
Yes. Yes.
Winner of this game advances to the semifinals, where they'll play the winner of our second quarterfinal between Edina and Moorhead. Edina got through Wayzata in the section final to earn their 30th state tourney appearance, Ben.
Well, it is a team that people hate for a reason. They've earned that, a lot of respect to the green, and they will have certainly a target on their back in Minnetonka. Get into the state tournament for the first time since they won it, beating Chanhassen in overtime. Being a member of that community, I know there was electricity running through Highway 7. The fans are excited. The school is absolutely jumping. They will be here in droves.
Minnetonka gets by Chanhassen with that overtime thriller. They're going to play Hill Murray tonight as the 1 seed. And then the nightcap, Lakeville South and Andover. Second intermission here continues between Maple Grove and Cretin-Derham Hall. Coming up. This year, Benny came about a total of 4 inches from making it 33.
Well, he's one of the most electric players in all.
This year, Benny came about a total of 4 inches from making it 33.
Well, he's one of the most electric players in all of high school hockey. A commit to the University of Wisconsin. He could have been a game changer right there, but the iron robs him and his team of a lead. They have to turn that trend line around. We talked about simplicity. Mark Parrish in particular would love this goal. Rebounds. He turned and burns. Fire one up high right there. Nothing Jack Roach could do. He'd do his best. Out challenging on the top of his goal crease, but that is the difference right there. The Raiders have been under duress, but they've persevered so far through 2 periods.
And that's just a reaction goal. That's how the play developed. He turned, he spun, he put it on net, and good things happen. The tournament stats are brought to you by McDonald's owner-operators of Minnesota, Western Wisconsin, and Ironwood, Michigan. Anything jump out at you here, Ben?
Well, shot attempts for the Raiders greatly improved. Now, on the opposite side, we talked about smoke, but no fire for the Crimson. Work hard. They have a spectacular power play. If their feet can drop penalties, all of of a sudden, that would be a huge advantage for them, clicking at over 40% year to date, but yet this has been an extremely disciplined game thus far.
Maple Grove, the 2 seed, a lot of people picking them as their pick to win this tournament. We say it all the time in a situation like this. Now, Cretin-Derham Hall, not a massive underdog. The longer you let them have hope, the more dangerous they're going to be, and they're going to the third period with a 1-goal lead.
And the perseverance and really the game plan they came out with in the second period, I thought was outstanding. The poise, it would have been easy for them to come out and be a little bit rattled because Maple Grove was outstanding in the back half of that first period. They come out again like that in the third period. I love their chances.
Fans are wearing black. The team's wearing purple. Cretin-Derham Hall feeling really good as they head to the third period with a 2-1 lead. Puck drop coming up next.
Summit Mortgage, guiding you home.
Preparing ourselves for the third period. Should be a good one. It's been 2 great periods here. It was a great fall. And into December for the Maple Grove Crimson football team. They matched up with Rosemont in the Prep Bowl. And head coach Matt Lombardi and his team won their first ever state championship, the 6A title game of the Prep Bowl. They've been a team knocking on the door, much like their hockey team. You know, they made it to state a few years. They couldn't get out of the quarterfinals. Then they made it to the semis and lost that overtime Gay-Dean Prairie. And then last year they made it to the finals but lost in double overtime to Andover. So they're a team that's been taking the next step just about every year. But they got to figure out Cretin-Derham Hall if they want to get to the semifinals here and try and take that next step, Lou.
Well, this is the chance to do it. Good play by Kernan to get that shot away.
Back to Ellenson. Maple Grove trying to find a way to get buzzing here. That's off the glove. Leno will have to reset at neutral. Started up again. Picconato, a 4.0 grade point average, number 1 in his class in a big school. Raiders, Fisher, motoring for Anderson, glides in, save Roach.
Good play there.
Well, let's get the save of the game here for you, Lou. Save of the game, more than one.
Yeah, well, because Miller's had more than one. We had one there. We had a closer one there. Here's a great chance right there, right through traffic. You see another one going to the far corner that he's able to get off with his blocker and his stick. He's had a big night. This one point blank right in front.
Another one in on Roach, who holds on. Roach handling the rebound and holding on. No rebound there for Roach. 2-1, Cretin-Derham Hall.
Johnson coming from the right, putting a backhand away to tie the game up. And then after it's one, Weber right from the slot. Excellent shot. Then a bullet turns right around and puts past the goaltender Roach, and that's where we are right now. 2-1 with 5:15 to go in this period.
Cretin-Derham Hall, the only goal they've given up. Towards the net, it's just wide icing.
Oh, that was close. That was close. He was just getting checked as he tried to shoot that puck. But as we said, the hybrid icing, that would have been okay to play. But he was winning that draw. How would you like to be a freshman, Clinton?
Sneaks out of his own. Margot having a hard time finding it. Anderson does! And he's got the empty netter! 3-1, Cretin-Derham Hall.
How would you like to be a freshman playing in the state tournament in a tight game? They got you on the ice with the goalie pulled, and you score the big goal. What a thrill that you're going to have for the rest of your life. Max Anderson battling along the right side, comes out, gets it, and he's not going to sleep tonight. Just watch right here, look right side. He steals the puck, comes along, and makes no mistake putting that in. And by the way, you get a little nervous when you see that empty net. Think you're going to get it. No mistake.
Wow, Max Anderson.
Yeah, goaltender Miller, yes. He was excited. Like, you look at that bench and the coach Matt Funk.
Yeah, Coach Matt Funk said he's been playing more like a senior than a freshman, and I have to agree with him the way he's played here today.
Yeah. What a job he's done.
Now 3-1 Cretin-Derham Hall. We still have over a minute left to go.
The tournaments on 45 TV are brought to you by Franzen Bank and Trust. Real people, real results.
A lot of people may have picked Maple Grove to advance, if not win this AA bracket. They're out. Cretin-Derham Hall comes and does what they could not do last year, advancing out of the AA quarterfinals with the 3-1 victory. Chris Long back with you here on 45 TV, joined by Ben Clymer. The team that won deserved the win.
Well, Lou said they played their blueprint. Well, what they did, they played with poise, and they clogged up the neutral zone. They had a defensive structure.